So we're out here with Jupiter for his second session, mainly focusing on Jupiter's pack drive, which is the ability to follow. Jupiter is 100 miles an hour when he's off his lead. End up giving you rope burn, just go from A to B to Z at 1,000 miles an hour. Everything. So all we've been doing with him is every time he starts to go in front in that frantic I must get to that point manner, we've been using the e-collar to tap and change direction, and we've done that several times, and we've got now Jupiter more programmed to follow. So if we change direction, where's Jupiter? He's now just following. So he's still allowed to sniff, he's still allowed to explore, see, like that. Jupiter, come follow the pack. There we go. And then he's back checking in with mum. That's something that he struggles to do quite a lot. He doesn't check in at all. Like I said, he's so with Jupiter, when he's given freedom, because he's so fast, because he's all over the place, he's not actually enjoying it. And we actually see a dog that's running like a lunatic from here to there and to everywhere as a happy dog, but that is an anxious dog. They're not actually taking in what's going on around them because they're moving so fast. It's just the environment's overwhelming for the dog. So a lot of people see a happy dog as one that's running around bouncing off the walls, but that is a dog that is just overwhelmed, has no idea what to do. And these are the dogs that you need to teach to slow down. These are the dogs that often have anxiety issues, the ones that you'll see whining a lot, barking a lot. The inability to follow basic commands because they're so hell-bent on getting to really nothing. Because what is he running off to? He's just running off because he can. Yeah. So using the e-collar to teach Jupiter to follow is going to be massively beneficial for him, because it's going to give him more of a task to do, and it's going to put him in a lot of state of mind. And then one of the things is change direction. See how now he's just following. Yeah, you're not even having to say anything. But if you look at his tail's in a nice position. So the base of his tail, if where a Doberman would have his tail docked, would be in the middle, which is a relaxed dog. His ears back and everything. And this is uncharacteristic of him, but it's just what we've been doing. The whole e-collar training to stop. And see how he stops. So now you're finally in sync. Yeah, so when I'm out with my dogs, and I've done a video on this with my friend's dogs as well. He asked me to look after them. Why sadly his wife's dad passed away and they was having a baby due, so there was a lot of stress going on. So he asked if I could come and walk his dogs, and because I trained them, I'd done a video where I said, look, a dog with a decent recall. So they were off going around exploring, but then I just stopped. I didn't say anything, just stopped. And about 5 seconds later they turned around and noticed how I had stopped. And dogs that are in tune with the handler come back. That's so walk off. Yeah, but he is now. Yeah, so one of the most underused things people do with an e-collar, and I couldn't film it because simply I didn't have enough hands, and plus I was focusing more on the dog than anything else, is as soon as he goes in front, tap the e-collar on the level that gets his attention and change direction. Yeah, and if he then comes running past you at 100 miles an hour, slowly increase it, then change direction again until you get a dog that's more like this, just following. Change direction again. Yeah, so this is a dog in pack drive. This is what my dogs are like when I move. We're together as a unit, as a partnership. Yeah. And of course, if he wants to stop and sniff, we let him stop and sniff, but we keep moving, and his natural response isn't to now run off because we're in a big open field. It's now to check in, come and catch up with us. So, yeah. So stop, ask him to sit.
Sit.
Yeah, and before we left the house, he couldn't sit because he was so anxious about getting outside. Yeah, so you know when your dog's got anxiety, when they can't perform perform basic commands, or you have to ask them to do that basic command over and over again. And people go, well, it means the dog doesn't understand it. No, that's bollocks. The dog does understand it, but the anxiety and the thought of being outside overtakes the ability to maintain basic information. So now he's in a much calmer state of mind. You see how he's now looking at you, how he's able to, one command, follow what you're looking to do. Yeah? Release him.
Okay.
Yeah? But now he's behaving like a Doberman, and the reason a Doberman is nicknamed a Velcro dog is because they are like Velcro. Yeah? What makes him a good guard dog, and what makes any guard dog a good guard dog, is it's always close to its owner. It's not 15 miles away in an open field, not even paying attention to where its handler is. Yeah? And he will sleep well now, because finally he's having to think about things, he's having to pay attention. So you have a dog doing what's natural to them, which is just follow. And that's what he's doing.
You enjoying being a dog?
Yeah, so we've had to do a slightly different e-collar session with him, just simply because in order to do what we want to do, we've had to use such high levels just to get his attention. I didn't want to do that, so we switched it up a little bit. Yeah, this is the beauty of e-collars. There's more than one way to use it. We just used it to sort of put some brakes on him, slow him down, and get him used to following first and foremost. And now, Jupiter, come, yes! She comes over, and that was without any use of the e-collar. And his e-collar is on number 8. Go on in, bud. Yeah, but this to me is like having a dog. So you can be out, you and your dog, plodding along, taking him to the beach, taking him to a field, and you're together, you're a partnership. We'll be on camera, Jupiter. You are literally like a Velcro dog. He just comes and buries his head in your lap, and you stroke him under his chin or his ears. And then if you stop, you stopped. But again, this is how I know that e-collar training works, if you do it properly, because the dog doesn't become fearful.
Yeah.
Yeah. When people go e-collars make the dog more fearful, it's because they're using them incorrectly.
Definitely.
Or they're using them too quickly at too high level when the dog doesn't understand what the e-collar is.
He gets excited when it comes on.
Yeah, and that's exactly what it is. And I've done the video with Rocco, who was a human reactive Rottweiler. Yeah, and after this, he wasn't that interested in me. And after the e-collar session, he wouldn't leave me alone. Kept coming over, pretty much similar to this, because the dog understands what's going on. See, like I said, people see a dog running around like a lunatic as a happy dog, but I see a stressed dog running around. Yeah. And the reason when you break through to the dog and he starts to understand what's going on, and you bring that sort of drive, that following mentality in a lot lower state, the dog calms down, and as a result, the dog almost seems grateful.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, almost seems grateful because you went through that really stressful experience with him, and he's coming over here. See, I pretty much done the bulk of the training outside. Yeah, and he's not over to you, glued to your side.
No, he's like, bye, Mum, I'm moving in with Adam.
Yeah, because again, I'm recognising that he is stressed.
Yeah.
Like I said, people are seeing a happy dog running around, but I'm not seeing a happy dog. I'm seeing a dog that is so hell-bent on getting outside. He doesn't even know what he's going out there for. He's just running to this, to that, and he's not taking things in between. And then he can't follow basic commands. Yeah? If a dog can't follow basic commands, and we know the dog understands the commands, then that dog is stressed. It's anxiety. It's no longer excitement, it's anxiety. Sorry, did I start stroking you, mate? It's anxiety. And you saw on the way back, when we'd already stopped filming, but you said he reacts to bikes and scooters and things like that. He saw a bike, and you went almost panic mode because you was walking him. I just tapped his e-collar on level 8 and went no. Yeah. And he instantly just went back to being relaxed. Yeah. Same with 3 kids on the scooter come past. His ears perked up, gearing up to react. I tapped the e-collar, I went no, and that was it. Yeah. On level 8, right? And the reason he can process that... Nope. He's back. The reason he can process that now, good boy, is because he was in a much better state of mind. That e-collar training was about state of mind. Yeah. Preventing him from getting himself so worked up when he does, correcting that, changing direction, teaching him to bring that following mentality out. Yeah, and as a result, he's able to process basic information. Yeah. He's not as on edge, as anxious, so he's lashing out at everything that moves. Yeah, So he didn't react to the bite that he normally would react to. He didn't react to the scooters because he's in a calmer state of mind. He's not tense and on edge.
Yeah.
And that all of his reactivity stems from his anxiety.
Yeah.
Yeah, so first of all, we need to keep him in that calmer state. Bring back that mentality of the dog, which is a follower.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you see like a pack of dogs, right, the most confident one in that, you'll find the rest of them will follow that around. Often monkey see, monkey do. That's why often if you've got a badly behaved dog and you bring another dog into the house, that one will follow the example of the badly behaved dog. Whereas often if you've got a well-behaved dog and you bring a new dog in, it will follow the example of that. And we just bring that Doberman mentality, that Velcro dog, which they're known for, that guarding instinct where they stay close to us. We just bring all of that out in him because he behaves more like a freaking spaniel when he's outside.
Yes, trying to pull Adam away.
And now look at him. Yeah, so that's not a dog that's afraid. That's a dog that's now relaxed and content.
Look at that.
Sweet.